housing question, but we'll have time for a couple more here. The financial aid crisis of homeless veterans is a problem. How do you propose a solution? And then the second question also talks about, a response to the issue of immigration. And so we could do homeless veterans and then immigration question.
Yeah, one of the features about the Trump's firing of people is that for many years, and particularly in the Biden administration, we've had very strong hiring preferences for veterans, which is something that's great. I mean, veterans have put their life on the line. For many years, we've had a policy that if two equally qualified candidates present themselves, one's a veteran, one's not, we'll give the job to the veteran, and I think I'm just fine with that. And it's been strengthened substantially in the Biden administration. And then now the Doges come in and they say, oh, we're going to fire everyone who's recently hired. Well, guess what? This is like tens of thousands of veterans that they are firing. And they have to have the answer for that. That's part of it. The other part has to do with the housing crisis in this country. And, we just had a sort of a strategy meeting on financial services with Liz Warren and Maxine Waters and the whole, the leadership on both the Senate and House committees. And it's the banking committee, but it's also the housing committee. And so a lot of what we talked about was housing. And what can we do? The number one thing, there's two things. There's what you'd like to do, and then what you think you can accomplish with Republicans in charge. And the thing we could maybe get accomplished is to increase the supply of housing. Because, there's sort of two ways to solve the problem. You can give money to people who are trying to rent or to buy a house, or you can give money to people who are trying to build a house, all right? And if you get people to build more houses because you're subsidizing them, you build a house that will be on the market forever and will drive down prices. And so, from an economics point of view, you can solve it either on the supply side or the demand side. The Republicans seem to be okay with solving on the supply side, and if that's what we can get, Liz Warren gave a really good speech on this. And that is actually something that we should just be focusing on right now. And the problem is that what the Trump administration is doing with all these tariffs is going in the opposite direction. If you're a home builder, you don't like the idea that lumber prices are skyrocketing because we're tariffing Canadian lumber. Or if you have a lot of steel parts and the price of steel is skyrocketing because of tariffs. And this is, and just normal housing, doorknobs and stuff like that are imported from various countries. And when those prices go up by 30 or 50% because of tariffs, housing costs go up. And that's inevitable. And so he's actually moving in the opposite direction that we think we could get support by Republicans for, to try to make the home builders more productive and build more homes. Anyway, so that's sort of the state of play there. There's something like 2 to 4 million missing homes in this country, and that's a fact that we just have to fix.